So I saw a funny meme when we were before they debunked when they were saying like the Young Bucks kicked the door down in the Sam Punk's room. They're like, "Oh, I wonder if they slapped their thighs when they kicked the door."
Welcome back to the Jojitorium. Well, I think, remember too, whenever we found the German Scheiser porn. Let's not lie to each other. You're in twerk classes over there. That's what
That's all it is.
The fitness class.
Working on them TikTok videos you like so much.
Dead face.
Got right in front of you.
Welcome back to the Jojitorium. You know who it is. It's Adam. It's Matt. We're decaying with the boys. And I swear to God, if Ace still bites one of us, he's paying for the antibiotics. So you know that the dog days of the festival season are upon us. And you better be right next to us when we take over the Energy Innovation Center for Brewing Up a Cure. Scheduled for October 8th of 2022, homebrewers, pro brewers, vendors, and another host of others come together for a unique experience that is using beer for good. For 14 years, Brewing Up a Cure has raised more than $325,000 for the fight against cystic fibrosis, and you can play a big part in this year's festivities. So here's a breakdown of the action. VIP tickets are on sale for $65. You get in an hour early, you get beers made just for you, and limited free parking. General admission for $50, and it gets you in the doors at 6 p.m. until they close at 9 p.m. And designated drivers are also available for $20. You don't get to drink any beers, but you get to eat all the cool food and do all the awesome events that this event has to offer. So head on over to eventbrite.com and search out Brewing Up a Cure to get those tickets right now. But just make sure that you tell them that the boys sent you. Welcome back. We are here for a family show. I flew solo on the last one because Adam was too busy being the reigning defending champion. So before we cover a lot of things here, we're going to belly up to the bar and let you guys know what we've been up to. So just so you know, Adam is the reigning, defending, two-time champion of the Bird. Adam was the winner of the North Hills Homebrew Fest of 2022 with the South of Heffen. We're going to talk about how the judging went, but honestly, this presser needs to happen. It needs to happen for a lot of reasons. And I want to know right now how the champ, the two-time champ, is feeling.
Before we get to all that, Rob, Mr. Zombie, do you fancy yourself a journalist?
Oh, yeah.
It's a damn shame that coming off this win, everything's been just overshadowed by the controversy between me and the Pittsburgh beer douche.
The problem here is that I don't think everyone knows what these problems are.
So there's rumors that have been reported by Beer Douche Enterprises dumbass EVPs that I've been ducking him. And it's a shame that EVPs that aren't qualified to run a Giant Eagle are ruining this promotion.
Ruining it. This promotion was built on real fighters, real time, real beer, real champions, real combatants. We won't take this lying down.
And the fact of the matter is, we went into discussions for this fight. We looked at the money. We gave him what he wanted. And he turned it down. We offered him more, and he turned it down. And then we looked into his financials, and he shares a bank account with Anheuser-Busch. Anheuser-fucking-Busch.
What?
Beer Douche is in bed with the Bush.
I knew it. The entire time, talking about money for days, pocket so fat, douche to new levels, and it's all funded by those just grimy little Delaware tax evading bastards.
Exactly.
I can't handle this. And to know that you went above and beyond to be the greatest thing that's ever happened to this locker room. And to know now that he is besmirching the two-time champ.
Yeah, and to not take advice from the champ, that empty-headed fuck.
Empty-headed
Granted,
fuck.
I never listened to what Nacho had to say when he was my more experienced protege. But fuck that. I'm important, and Beer Douche ain't listening to me.
And you got to know, when the champ cleans up, the champ cleans up. You talk about the best bout machine. How about the best beer machine? How about the best hands in the homebrew game? And you're running scared, Mike Moore. You scared, brother. You scared. That's why we have this pressure. We got the paparazzi. Future's too bright. Got put on the shades because the champ's too bright. The pod's too bright. Paparazzi's here. The lights are bright. Can you handle the heat, Mike? Can you?
Black Phillip, do you have a question? What are you doing wearing a Chicago Blackhawks jersey, by the way? Fuck the Blackhawks. But to answer your question, Mike Moore is ducking this. Him and his buddies in craft beer TikTok land are running scared.
Scared like little puppies that don't know that the catcher's coming, the dog catcher.
I'm trying to do a podcast here.
You guys are interrupting everything we're trying to pull off. We're trying to do big things. We are big things. We're two thick men running the hardcore business, the hardcore way, doing it DIY, and you're standing in the way of that.
Black Forge coffee, by the way, delicious.
Absolutely
Open Monday through
delicious.
Saturday.
Thank you.
Probably Sundays, too.
Absolutely on
Delicious.
Sundays. So luckily that press is over. I'm happy to be back. We're back in our element.
Back in round one.
You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling much better.
Okay.
Got a lot off my chest.
It feels good. You look lighter.
Yeah.
You look lighter, except for those 2 championships.
They're so heavy.
Oh, so heavy.
I should have worn them. Should have been a real dick.
Well, we still have a lot to go, Adam.
Yeah. Let's go.
So we're in round one. Adam, you went on a fantastic trip to the east side of the state. Put that all together. Call it round one beers. What are we drinking?
So I brought something back from my favorite brewery of my trip out to eastern Pennsylvania, Human Robot, which I actually visited their brewery twice, the day we got there and the day we left.
Nice.
I guess it was the night before we left. Strapped on some of my big pants and drank a bunch the second time. But yeah, I brought back, they were actually nice enough to give us something to review on the podcast.
Oh, wonderful.
And we have something called Hail to the Leaf. It's a hazy IPA they did in collaboration with Widowmaker Brewing in Braintree, Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead and crack one open,
Sure.
and I will tell you about it. So like I said, in collaboration with Widowmaker, they got together and apparently it's a metalhead brewery from Massachusetts, and dreamed up this new IPA for the masses. This one features Citra on the kettle side, and then dry hopped with Citra again, with some Motueka to give it a tropical punch. And they up their typical dry hop at Human Robot, and also match the water profile of the brewery in Massachusetts to pull this one off. So I had it there. It was really good. Let's see how the cans turn out.
My God. This is a home run. Jesus, man. The juiciness of this thing on the back end. Oh, and it's a whole thing and the mouthfeel is so different. It's smooth, but it coats my tongue in a way that I've never had this before.
It's that Massachusetts water profile.
I was ready to say, man.
Let me give it
all these Salem witches casting all their witchcraft in spooky season. That is...
Yeah, it is pillowy as fuck.
Isn't it, though?
Silky.
Wow, man. What's this coming at?
That's a great question.
Oh, yeah. This thing
I had it on my phone.
This thing is it's pretty incredible.
6.2.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So I could have a million of them.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, in full disclosure, this was going to be my closer of the night there. Finished this, ended up doing milk tubes with the bar staff.
Which you can see that if you follow Adam's.
It's my old story. We might have to repost it. I still got the video.
Well, maybe it'll be on our social media too.
And then I think I did a lager or two after that too. So
wonderful. Well, Adam, we do have delicious beer to sip on throughout round one, and to be a little more humble, of course, because we are humble victors in our victories, and we are also humble in our defeats. But there are defeats to talk about today, because you did win North Hills Homebrew Fest 2022. You brought the South of Heffen, which was a beautiful Hefeweizen, which had beautiful notes of banana and bubblegum.
Yep.
No adjuncts.
No
adjuncts needed. So this beer.
For once.
So this beer actually caught the attention of a lot of people that were at the event and some people that weren't at the event. So just a little impromptu Ask a Brewer.
Yeah.
Because longtime friend of the podcast, Jenny D, had a couple questions for you that are really
Jenny
relevant.
D.
Isn't she the sweetest?
She is.
She really is.
I did get a congrats message from her from all the way across the country where she lives now.
She's over on the west now, yeah. Oh.
But before we start the press conference,
Sure.
just for shits and giggles. Sure. I am very humble in winning. Yeah. I just wanted to talk shit on Pittsburgh Beer Dish. So any chance I get to do that, yes. I do. I hope you're having a wonderful vacation there, Mikey.
Yeah, come on back on so we can do a real presser.
Yeah, come slap my host here.
Oh, geez. He's getting there, dude. Yeah. It's getting kind of scary.
I hope he's top 3. At least make it interesting.
Oh, we got to start putting out all the things for all the categories here soon, too. So keep your eyes open for that. So, Adam, an impromptu Ask a Brewer from a longtime friend of the podcast, Jenny D. Number 1 here, when you change a recipe and use different ingredients like you did for the winning beer, are you ever concerned about supply shortages or even a possible discontinuation of the ingredients you used?
Yeah, I mean, at a homebrew level, that's not usually a thing unless, like, the hop had a really bad year. I actually did have trouble tracking down the yeast I wanted to use. I had never used it before and decided I wanted to use it around... It was newer, so it was kind of hyped. Yeah. But, yeah, I had to ship that in like, a big ice cooler.
That's cool.
It was a liquid yeast. Yeah. It was coming from the Midwest. So, yeah, I mean, you sometimes you have to search and spend a little extra... as far as hops go, there's usually, especially in a wheat beer, something that's not super hopped like this delicious IPA. Yeah. You can usually sub in something that won't change it too much. Okay. But yeah, it's always a worry. Every time I brew, even more so than switching ingredients, repeating a recipe and not having exactly what you used the time before, that can be stressful.
I can imagine, especially when you have a good recipe that's kind of locked. I always think of the Jojinator. That's locked. Yeah. That's pretty locked in, man. Yeah. So if you had to change something on that, it might throw you for a little bit of a loop. But not you. The double champ. He doesn't apologize for anything.
I don't get super worried about and stressed out the week before a festival.
No, not at all.
Or every brew day.
You're super calm all the time when it comes to your beers.
Uh-huh.
So
no worries needed.
None. So since you are going to move the South of Heaven into a bigger system, are there any changes that you're going to have to make to brew on that equipment? So like bigger equipment, does it equate to different ingredients? And also, second part to that, do you feel like you're going to be pretty comfortable on the system since this is the second time for you to be on there?
Yeah, I'll answer the second part first. Mm-hmm. So yeah, super comfortable with that system. We brew on the Penn Brewing, like what would you call it? Their R&D system, their experimental system, which is still a 3-barrel system, which is 6 times, roughly, maybe 6 to 8 times bigger than what we brew on here. Okay. But it's the same setup. It's direct fire, 3 vessels, just like here, pump them the same way. Yeah. So actually going in the first time, I was like pretty confident with it. Yeah. It's just bigger, a lot more grain, a lot more hops, a lot more everything, a lot more prep, a lot more cleaning.
Of course.
But yeah, as far as changing the recipe, they're going to try to recreate it as close as possible.
Sure.
But where shortages and discontinuations don't really affect the homebrewers, it can affect the bigger brewery. My biggest worry is getting our hands on that yeast. They've assured me it shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Everything else in that recipe is pretty replaceable and not even replaceable, pretty standard.
Okay. Yeah.
There were some New Zealand hops in it that might be tough. I don't think Penn has, ties to any companies doing that kind of hopping because they just don't do it in their beers traditionally. Yeah. So we'll have to see what we can do we might have to go with a more traditional IPA hop on that instead of what was in the Heffy we won with was New Zealand hops.
Oh, okay.
Which was kind of the weird part along with the banana.
Right.
Gave it a more tropical note. So yeah, it could get interesting. I've talked to them numerous times over the last 2 weeks already. Yeah. So we might delay it. They just went under new ownership. Okay. And the owners actually talked to me twice.
Oh, nice.
He's freaking awesome. He was at the festival.
Cool.
And then I bumped into him in Philly, funny enough. And we talked about it, and they're doing some cool ideas. I think I might, if I have the option to wait on those cool ideas, which I can talk to you about off the mics, because they're not ready to publicize it yet. I think we might wait, and you might see it in 2023.
Oh, nice.
Before the next North Hills Brew Fest, but probably like maybe springtime.
Okay.
But maybe sooner. They're not real sure yet. They have their big Oktoberfest event coming up the next 2 weeks, I believe. Yeah. By the time you're hearing this, so go out and support that. I'll be there at least once, probably.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's 2 weekends, so I might be there twice.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're busy with that right now. Going to let them get through that, and then we'll reconvene probably in November. Or October. November, yeah.
So before we move on to something else here, a quick shout out to the people that we got to interview over at the North Hills Homebrew Fest. 60 South, Chip Tooth, 5th Season, Bobby Nacho, and Justin Goodfellow all said they would like at some point to collaborate with you on beers. Would you pick any one of those guys off the rip?
Yeah, no lie. Listening back to that, they were all saying nice stuff, and I was like, oh, I hope I said nice things about all these people.
You did.
And I did, thank goodness. Any of them, really. I mean, me and Chip Tooth and 5th Season have talked about it already. Nacho and Goodfellow and myself, along with Jim Rittenauer from Doortop, already collabed on a couple together. But I would do it again. And then, 60 South, we both mutually kind of shouted each other out on the podcast.
Do you hear what you want to do?
Never, yeah, that's fine.
Single hop.
Well, and my thing was I'd really like to. We're just new into the lagering game, so I'd love to, pick his brain and see what he's doing because he's making
killer lagers. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
So any of them, all of them, and more people at the beer fest.
Wonderful. Yeah,
everybody was talking about Whittlewood's New England IPA.
Oh, dude, Whittlewood
that
was an absolute knockout. He took home some prizes himself that evening. He took home some awards. So did our friends at 5th Season, 60 South, Chip Tooth. Everyone took home a little bit of something.
Actually, all those. Everybody, you were just picking off winners. Huh?
I really was. And that was the nice thing too. I did get to cover North Hills Homebrew Fest, and the feedback's been cool. So thank you guys, everyone who's listening, and said that I sounded like I knew what I was doing. I had a lot of equipment malfunctions at the very beginning of it, so I was terrified that I would have sucked at it. So, but everybody was really cool, and everyone I interviewed was very nice. Even some people I didn't get to use right away. There's gonna be a bonus episode I'm throwing out in a little bit here. I talked to Yetters, and that guy was so cool. It's like a 3rd generation ice cream candy maker, and I really want to put that out there so everyone can know what's going on here in the little city of Pittsburgh. So I'm gonna put that out. It's gonna come out pretty soon. I'm gonna put it together.
Yeah, and then again on the brewery side, which I didn't mention, and I'm not sure if you listen to this podcast, but I was very happy to see a friend of mine from when I started here in Pittsburgh, Southpaw Brewing, was back on the scene.
Yeah,
he went through a move. Has a growing family, was out of the game for a few years. Very happy to see Adam and Southpaw back on the scene. It was a surprise to me. I didn't know they were going, so I was thrilled to see them. And then on the crowd side, thanks to all of our friends.
Oh, yeah.
I actually had some surprise family swing through. And they got there like right when they announced us as the winner, so it like couldn't have been more perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a lot of friends that came out that I didn't expect. Some family that came out that I didn't expect. So it was huge. It's good to know that my social media is reaching a few, a few people
For sure.
that I didn't talk to face to face and still came out to support.
There you go.
So thank you. Keep doing it. Even if we're not at the festival, if you see a homebrew fest,
go. They're the best. It's the best. You could try so many different things and talk to so many creative people. Everyone I spoke to was awesome. And like I said, even some people who didn't make it onto the episode, I still have that audio. I'm going to be dropping that. I loved it. I had a great time.
Old JJ
Mesher. Old Dunkin' Donuts himself.
Double J.
Ain't he great? So, Adam, I don't know if you know, but the world of combat sports is crazy right now.
No. Is there some news?
It's gone asunder. Asunder.
Yeah.
So from Buckle to Bell to Bellator and back, the boys bring you the best combat news in the biz. So first and foremost, what the hell is going on with AEW? Used to be the flagship for misplaced toys, and now everyone is jumping ship.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, so first we got to start off, of course, with the fallout from All Out, which we hilariously just spoofed.
Parodied,
yeah, which was good. What was not good, though, is CM Punk wins the world title and decided that it was his time to go on the media scrum, and he uses his time on air to air out issues. He took shots at Colt Cabana, who has had his own contractual issues right now. We don't know where he is with AEW, ROH, and then the indie scene due to prior issues that continue to be brought up in the media about paying for legal fees and trying to basically hold Colt's hand through the indies to try to pull him up. Right. He then moved on to the EVPs, who he said couldn't manage a fucking target, which I thought was really good.
He also talked about Colt Cabana's mother.
Which was off the chain. That was too much.
He shares a bank account with his mother. That's the kind of guy he is.
That was uncalled for.
So funny because there's probably like 3 people that we hate that we know share bank accounts with their
easily. Yeah, there are people I have beef with right now, and I'm like, you live in your mom's basement and you share a bank account with her.
So I get it, but when you're the world champ, maybe you just
let it go.
Say that in the locker room later.
He also called Hangman Adam Page a bitch.
I agree with that.
If you guys hadn't watched leading up to that title match between CM Punk and Adam Page, Adam Page went a little off script and talked about defending AEW, not the title, but the entire company from CM Punk, because CM Punk was fake. And then this all escalated up to a brawl in the back where Ace Steel bit Kenny Omega. Nick Jackson took a chair to the eye, and Secure needed to be brought in to break it all up. Now, there's different stories coming from different sides right now. And the only thing that stays consistent on both sides telling the story is that Kenny Omega picked up a dog. He picked up CM Punk's dog Larry.
Yeah.
He was barking and he was going over the top, so I had to pick him up and take him out. And
apparently took him out and like handed him to AEW's head legal. Yeah. And then ran back in to get bit.
Got bit and got his hair pulled. So Ace Steel
that just sounds like a fun evening on the hub, right?
Doesn't it though?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then so Tony Khan comes on for Wednesday Night Dynamite, and he vacates the trios belts that were won by the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, and then vacated the AEW Championship from CM Punk. He held a trios belt match where the Death Triangle won. Yes, love that. Love to see those guys get recognition. There's an eliminator tournament that's going on right now for the vacant AEW Championship, and it's looking like it's shaping up to be pretty good.
Because I really wanted it to all be a work. Apparently, it's not. Nope. Everybody involved, everybody that was even present for it is suspended right now,
except for MJF.
I don't know if he was in the brawl at all.
I
think he was just I think he wasn't in the room.
No. He was probably sitting on the side laughing.
Just laughing his ass off.
Like this is what I was telling you guys about.
Yeah, but apparently not even like all suspensions aside, CM Punk also tore a tricep and is regardless of his status with AEW, he's out for 8 months at least. I don't know. I mean, what are your feelings on the whole thing? Do you take a side here? Do you?
I do take a side.
Opinion?
I take the side of the wrestling fan. I don't think that right now you can't pick a side of the wrestlers because Tony Khan let CM Punk, Kenny Omega, and the Bucks kind of run roughshod on the locker room for quite a while, and then you randomly hold Eddie Kingston accountable for like pie facing Sammy Guevara, which is nothing. That's a stink face in hockey. That's not a big deal.
Right.
So he gets suspended, gets bumped down to the pre-card where he gets the shit knocked out of him by the New Japan All-Star Tamahashi. That was such a play, a receipt for Eddie Kingston. But now, if you ask me, I honestly think CM Punk needs to be fired. I think he needs to be released from his contract because I understand that Kenny Omega and the Bucks went in that back room, and that may have ignited some things, but that shit doesn't happen if CM Punk doesn't start the shit months prior.
Or that night at the presser being super... I know
That's
you're
not
hurt.
your place.
I know you're tired.
Yeah.
Just do 10 minutes in character and fucking get out.
That's it. And then go back and talk to them about it. Because now you're showing the cracks in AEW's armor.
You're showing that it... I think he's showing that it wasn't WWE's problem. It's a CM
Punk problem.
He's cancerous when he's grumpy.
Yeah.
He went from pipe bomb to this gripe bomb, and it's not a good look. It looks hypocritical as shit.
It's damaging. Yeah. And for him to think that, and this is the bloated arrogance that he has. He thinks he can go do that, and then no one's gonna do anything about it.
Or just be like, yeah, he's speaking for us. Voice of the voiceless.
Right. Meanwhile, how many 5-star matches and how many great storylines have come from Omega, the Bucks, the Elite, Hangman Adam Page?
Regrettably a lot.
Regrettably a lot.
And this is me. I'm not.
Yeah.
I hate them.
So I know.
I'm more on their side. They didn't act like adults either, but
no, they didn't.
Neither do I sometimes.
No.
But you know what?
Me and you don't act like adults sometimes.
Do you know what upsets me about the Eliminator tournament?
What's that?
I think it's the unfortunate timing of Kingston's pie face suspension.
Yeah.
They're running this Eliminator. It ends in New York at Arthur Ashe Stadium. And then MJF's going to get the immediate shot. What a fucking time to put the belt on Eddie Kingston for just like a month.
That's it.
Until he loses it to MJF.
Which would have been...
eventually.
Could you imagine those two on the microphone?
He would, and MJF would still be a heel in that because everybody would be rooting for Kingston.
Yeah, Kingston's the ultimate
mismanaged. I'm not excited about anybody in the Eliminator.
I'm not.
I can't even run them down right now. But you got like Jericho, Moxley, Guevara moved on.
Yeah.
Danielson. I think those are the four.
Yeah, so it's Danielson and Jericho next, and then Moxley and Guevara. Which that's a huge mismatch. I don't see how those two are
going
to...
any of it.
No.
Nobody's a New York guy, right?
Not
Yeah,
really. No. I mean,
Jericho's dad played for the Rangers, I think, but that's about as
that's
close
it.
as
That's
anybody
about as
gets,
close as you get. Yeah, no, it's an eliminator tournament that's gonna. I like Danielson in this. I think Danielson MJF will be a fun match. I think that'd be nice.
I think the only way to save the Arthur Ashe show now is like have MJF cash in the chip and win in New York. That's the only way.
That's
to
the only
save
way you
that.
save it. Yeah.
And just put the
Yeah.
belt on him immediately.
That's what I was thinking.
And I
too.
guess take it off Guevara because you're gonna damage
Whoever.
or Jericho. You just
Yeah,
have him beat the shit out of
Jericho's
Jericho's
bulletproof,
just,
man.
Yeah.
He's great with or without a belt.
He's the
so.
best wrestler in the world and best sports entertainer.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, how about his boy, Mr. Garcia, taking the ROH Pure title?
It was a nice match.
Utah. That was a great match.
It was a good Dynamite given all the problems in AEW
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
I think they put on a good couple hours there to really bounce back from all the fallout from All Out. So moving on from that on to something else that kind of breaks my heart. Malachi Black is out of AEW for now. He is citing some mental health problems stemming from his poor booking and personal life. At the end of his trios match that he lost, which didn't make sense to me, he lost to Sting, Darby Allin, and Miro.
Sting's the icon.
Yeah. 65 years old, jumping off of steps. This was the time where you started to build the House of Black as something more formidable, but you didn't, and now you've effectively chased off one of the best talents going. He was undeservedly called Bray Wyatt light because of the way he was writing his up. But I thought his storylines were sharper.
I mean,
smarter.
maybe it comes off that way in AEW, but not in WWE.
I thought he
just
was
a
great.
fucking badass in WWE.
The way
until he made it up to the main roster.
Right, yeah, then he got buried. But just the way he would cut storylines and use his opponent's colors in the background and then use some very cerebral language and very ominous cryptic. He even used his social media cryptically.
Yeah.
He was one of the first persons to do it the right way.
Right.
So we wish Malachi Black all the best. Aleister Black, the Dutch Destroyer, whatever you want to call yourself, man. Please get healthy. Go to the Indies. Go to WWE. Come back to AEW. Doesn't matter.
Just get yourself good mentally.
Yeah. And come back and be awesome.
It's scary to have that looming over you.
And you're so popular.
Knowing somebody you like, is going through that. On the side note, Sting shouldn't be jumping off perfectly good stairs. He should be using them because in a few years he won't be able to use them anymore. He'll be strictly ramps.
Enjoy the steps.
Enjoy the steps. Don't jump off them.
Yeah.
Don't bastardize the steps.
As you get older, Sting, you keep jumping off, and those steps start to get real sloped, and they start to form one solid mass, and then Darby has to be behind you, pushing the wheelchair up them because you decided at 65 years old that you were going to jump off of them.
Doing better than Lex Luger, though. So,
that is true. Oh, God, he looks terrible. Moving on to our homeboy, Nate Diaz. So you're going to listen to this on Sunday, which means that he now fought Tony Ferguson because
of the fucking way. The fucking weigh-in was a disaster.
Kazimierz Chimaev couldn't even get close.
7 pounds over? Almost 8?
Almost 8 pounds. How unprofessional. I know I'm a fat guy saying this, but how unprofessional are you that you couldn't make
How could you not make weight? How could you not drop 20 pounds?
How could you not do it?
I gained 5 pounds on vacation.
I gained 5 pounds. I didn't go on vacation.
I ate 4 sandwiches a day.
Bread is delicious.
Dude, cheesesteaks are legit.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck the tourist traps. You go to just a dive bar and get like a fucking
Awesome.
$8 cheesesteak. It was
man.
sick. Cooper's cheddar. Melted down on the steak. Just find a place that does that with the grilled onions. That's all you fucking need.
Oh, that's
Fuck
so good.
Jim John's and Pepe's or whatever the fuck.
Firehouse subs.
I don't remember. The ones by the Rocky statue. Don't go to them.
Geno's.
Jim's and Geno's and Pat's. Fuck them.
Yeah. Dive bars for
Although
life.
Jim's isn't that bad. But Pat's and Geno's fucking blow.
And so Nate Diaz, effectively right now as we're talking, is done with the UFC. He is done. He fought Tony Ferguson. Win or lose, he's done.
I forgot we were in the future.
But
He probably won last night, though. He has a better chance of beating
Tony Ferguson.
yeah.
But he did start something up that's going to be fantastic. So he started up Real Fight Incorporated. According to sources close to Diaz, and even Diaz himself, Real Fight Incorporated will hold more than MMA bouts. So he's really into all forms of combat. So he's looking for jiu-jitsu tournaments, boxing, MMA, kickboxing, just about anything else he can think of. He even dropped a hint that he would allow Jake Paul to fight on his promotion to bring notoriety and some eyes.
I've heard Bobby Fish is looking for a kickboxing match.
He is looking for a kickboxing match, and I would love to watch that.
CM Punk.
So Diaz wants to battle the UFC after his weird booking for his exit. And I think this is a good shot back at Dana White because Nate Diaz is a fighter's guy. Did you ever hear about that time that they tried to re-sign him and he said, "I'll only sign if you sign my entire fight camp to UFC contracts"?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he was like, all 10 of them. They're like, oh, yeah, we'll put this one in tough enough. No.
All
UFC contracts, they all get fights. They're not going on these reality shows. You're going to give them, and they said
3
no.
fight deals or whatever.
Yeah. And Dana White's like, we're not doing that. And Diaz is like, well, sorry, man, I'm not signing with you, bro. Like, not doing it. So, and he dipped out. And that's how we're here now talking about him opening.
I remember I used to hate them.
I mean, now, dude, I love them.
love them.
It's called maturity.
Yeah. They got more immature, but we matured.
Oh, 100%.
To just learn, yeah, life sucks. I got to be a Diaz. I got to be more like Diaz.
Yeah. You know what you don't need to be like, though?
WWDD.
Yeah.
What would Diaz do?
What would Diaz do? But also WWE, because they bring back the ultimate choo-choo, Braun Strowman.
I saw he choo-chooed his way around the ring.
My God.
And destroyed their tag division.
And that's all that story is. He shows up in an eliminator
For
match.
the tag team titles.
For the tag titles.
With the top. Well, at least.
Oh, man. No, they did the 4 top. New Day, Street Profits, Alpha Academy, and Los Lotharios. All those guys had the highest wins.
Legit. They are legit,
yeah. So instead of this match being awesome, how it could be, it ended up being ridiculous. And the only highlight here is that Braun Strowman, he power bombed Otis. He actually got him up to power bomb. That was pretty good. But then he went full choo-choo.
They didn't use the sound effect, thank God, right? Did they use the sound effect?
Choo-choo, motherfucker.
Did they really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Bah.
Oh, well, that's good. That's the only good thing about him. So.
Yeah, so then there's that. That's the only misstep Triple H has had so far, taking over creative. Other than that, he's been doing some pretty cool
Bringing
stuff.
him back's a good idea. Just get rid of the choo-choo.
Repackage. Speaking of repackaging, the NFL needs to repackage how they have joint practices. So a joint practice was going on between the Rams and the Bengals in the preseason, and it just spilled over into a good old Donnybrook.
No shit.
Yeah, Aaron Donald, Pittsburgh native, was in the middle of it. It's my understanding that someone took off a helmet.
Class act.
Oh, yeah. Took off a helmet, whizzed at another player, hit him in the head, and then that's when both sides converged, like Major League Baseball clearing the benches style.
Should talk to Nick Jackson. He can't dodge a flying object.
Can't dodge shit.
Caught it with his eye.
It's a huge chair, by the way. How do you not see it coming? So anyway, just so you know, NFL players, and then like common men went in and broke that fight up. That's because the NFL players decided they were done fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Because NFL players are borderline superheroes.
You'd need like 5 normal people to each one just to pull them apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And if you don't believe me, just go look up the old video of Pac-Man Jones beating up the TSA agent. It was... And the TSA agent is like us combined. Like a big ass dude. You can tell he definitely does something to be in somewhat of a good shape. And Pac-Man Jones is like, what do you want to do? Gave him the old 2-piece without the biscuit, knocked him straight to flat out, and he's like, I'm getting on this fucking plane to Atlanta. and that's Pac-Man Jones, retired from football for like 2 or 3 years.
I mean, look at Terrell Owens. Still looks like a freaking robot of a person.
He's an action figure. He's an action
He's like
figure.
48 or some shit now.
Oh, he's probably 100 and you wouldn't even know it. Oh, man. Yeah, he still runs like a 4.6 40.
I saw that video, yeah. I just saw that video this week.
Like, you hear his feet hitting the ground. Like, it looks like he's moving the earth. It's insane.
It's crazy.
You know who else moves the earth, Adam?
Not me. But I bet our sponsors do.
Our sponsors do move the earth. So when you support our sponsors, you support us. When you support us, being some pretty cool stuff. So we'll see you on the other side.
The Cultworthy Podcast. Join me, Antonio Palacios, each week as I guide you through a never-ending sea of obscure cinema and cult-worthy gems that deserve a rediscovery. Find me on all listening platforms and at thecultworthy.com. The Cultworthy Podcast. Join us.
Welcome back to Jojitorium. You know who it is. It's the boys, and we're brought to you by Newsly, an all-in-one super audio app for iOS and Android. It picks up web articles about the most trending topics on the web at any given moment and reads them to you in a natural human voice.
For the first time ever, the entire web becomes listenable all in one place.
So you can browse articles from topics you choose and start playing. You can stop scrolling and start listening.
You can follow any topic as specific as you like, from sports to tech to business, science, Bitcoin, or even local brewery hotspots. It'll find you the latest articles and read them to you out loud.
And guess what? They even have podcasts. Explore trending podcasts from over 80 countries, and even our podcast, Decaying with the Boys, is on there too. I actually started using it as my default podcast app, and they even have digital radio.
Download and use Newsly for free now from www.newsly.me or from the link in our description. And use the promo code DECAY and receive 1 month of a free subscription.
Cheers. Welcome back to the Jojitorium. You know who it is. It's Adam. It's Matt. As you can see, we are all tatted up. So, Adam, I have to ask you, buddy, what's the number one rule about having tattoos?
Aftercare, Matt.
That's right, aftercare. And what's the number one company for aftercare?
I only use Lucky 13s.
I only use Lucky 13s as well. So, and all of our fans can too. So if you go to lucky13s.com and use our promo code MATA193529, you can save 25% on your entire order because
From the first line of your tattoo and beyond, Lucky 13s keeps you looking fresh.
This is Josh Scar from Talking Smack. You're in the Jojitorium with Adam and Matt on Decaying with the Boys.
welcome back. Hope you heard something that you like. Because again, when you support our sponsors and you support us, when you support us, you're bringing some pretty cool stuff. And I'm just going to let you know right now, I know I always say this, but I believe that I've been delivering, that we have some cool stuff for you guys on the horizon. So please keep supporting us so we can keep bringing you that cool stuff. So we are in the second half. It is a silly goose time in the second half. I want to make sure that everyone knows it's silly goose time in the second half because we talked about all this fighting in AEW and Nate Diaz opened up his own fight company, bro. So
Don't be scared, homie.
don't be scared, homie. And don't be scared of the second round because Adam brought more beers to it. Put that all together. Call it second round beers. What we drinking?
So, back to the east side of the state, I got a little something from about an hour outside of Philly, maybe an hour and a half out of like downtown Philly, from Ephrata, PA. Am I saying that right, Matt?
Yeah, I would say
Ephrata, maybe.
Ephrata.
It was the winners of the March Madness beer bracket for breweries in PA this year, Poor Man's Brewing Company. And we have their West Coast IPA called Notorious IPA.
Notorious.
Which they are saying is just the dankiest, stickiest hops going into a classic West Coast.
I can smell it
Yeah?
already. Yeah.
I mean, that's all I needed to read to buy a 4-pack of these. So.
You can just tell by the way this thing is clicking up. Look at that. And it sounds good too.
I wish, so I hit them on my way home and just picked up cans. I wish I could have hung out there though. The tap room looked awesome. But I was traveling with my fur baby, and since they serve food in there, wasn't an option. So grab some 4-packs. Yeah. Next time I go Sans Doggo, I will stop in there for sure. Yeah. Nice big place. Looked like a pretty decent food menu. I think they're pretty new.
Yeah.
But
If you want to know what's going on with them, it's just it's Poor Man's Brewing on all social media. They were nice enough to put their social media on the side of the can here. They are at Poor Man's Brewing Company on Facebook and Instagram. So it's at Poor Man's Brewing Co. And I can tell you right now, this right here has that nice pucker dryness of West Coast. It takes my breath away. It's good, man. Just when you get that first sip of it, it really hits you in the back of your tongue, man.
it's so resiny.
Yeah, man.
That's nice.
Super nice.
Finish is super dry and crisp though.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it gets like really, really bitter and dank there in the middle, and then it clears up so you can come in for more. So that's nice. And little secret time. You hung out here for AEW, and we had their I think it's just called the Ephrata lager.
Yeah.
Like they're just house lager, and it was really good as well.
Oh my goodness.
If you're ever out there going to or from Philly, it was only like 13 minutes off the turnpike.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Right there.
That's an easy exit. Easy come back
And
on.
you can grab some lunch there too. So
Yeah, nice. If they had beers like this, I definitely want to go.
yeah, they did.
Nice.
They did.
No.
These are from there.
Notorious.
So, cheers, everybody.
Cheers to that. So while we're in the second round, we have some delicious beers from Poor Man's Brewing Company.
Oh, this is good.
Adam, whenever you're out and you're grabbing fast food, what makes it a perfect thick boy time?
Oh, you need to have a golden crispy sandwich of some sort, that main course,
Yes.
a banging side,
Yeah.
and some sauce.
The sauce, baby. The dipping sauces. The dipping sauce is what makes the meal. So what I did...
That's what makes nuggies and tenders so appealing.
Oh, yeah. So what I did for you, Adam, I dug into the depths of the internet, and I found what BuzzFeed and their readers and their site contributors think are the 19 best dipping sauces from fast food establishments.
I have nothing but love for BuzzFeed.
Yeah,
I
they're-
never think they're absolutely wrong.
They're always accurate. If you go back to one of our episodes when we talked about
12-year-old girls.
when we talked about it was the best Halloween movies, I think it was.
Oh yeah, I almost flipped my lid.
I know. That took a lot of editing to make that palatable because you said a lot of mean things.
I think that we read a couple Halloweens from them.
We
too.
did.
I think they did
Yeah.
Candy too. And
They did, and it was awful.
pissed.
Dude, candy corn was like in their top 5.
Yeah, stupids.
So I think realistically why I got this one is because I want to make you mad.
It probably will. I mean, I'm not trying to look too far ahead, but I see the top 3, and I'm already getting disappointed.
So I'm going to start at the bottom at 19 and work my way up top. Now, what I want to do with you, too, is if you think it doesn't even belong, let's just toss it out, and I want to know why. Okay?
Yep.
So we're going to kick it off with number 19. So whenever you're having a delicious little pizza gathering with your friends, you're having a couple Bud Lights, easy night, watching something on TV, baseball game, whatever. Nothing comes off better with pizza than some garlic dipping sauce, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Really helps out.
I agree.
How about Domino's garlic dipping sauce?
Domino's is pretty fucking garbage
Yeah.
altogether.
The pizza's terrible.
The garlic dipping sauce might be the best part. I don't remember having theirs. There's another establishment I like better. I don't know if they're on the list or not.
Who's that?
Papa John's makes a good garlic dipping sauce.
Papa John's does clock in on this one.
Okay.
But I would
We'll wait
say
for them,
the Domino's pizza garlic sauce
It doesn't seem memorable to me.
it's not because
Just like everything else about Domino's.
yeah, it's passable but forgettable. And that's why it's number 19 on this list. Probably wouldn't even make my top 20 to be honest with you.
No, of all possible side sauces, no. It's
This is
not
not
even
making it.
top
Yeah.
50.
So what about number 18 here? The Panda Express teriyaki sauce.
I don't know if it's in my top 19.
It's not even in my top fucking 100.
I think it's the best thing that, again, much like Domino's, I think it's one of the best things there.
I don't know.
But there's the orange chicken.
The orange chicken
The
itself.
so's.
I'm telling you right now.
Teriyaki though, that's the healthy option though. They'll put the teriyaki
Oh,
sauce
yeah,
on the
it's the
on the
healthy-
grilled chicken. It's like 400 calories. That's pretty good for fast food.
Yeah, 400 calories, but it's like 800 fucking
Oh,
milligrams
the sodium.
of sodium.
The sodium's through the fucking roof.
It's like you eat the teriyaki
Yeah,
sauce
but
and
the
you
harder-
get high blood pressure.
Yeah, but the harder the heart works, that's like cardio without having to be on the treadmill.
It's like eating celery,
You're just
dude.
rushing. You're just adrenaline rush.
No! I think every
there is a ton of sodium.
dude,
I didn't
it's
even think
like
of that.
you're eating it and it's like, did I lick
Salt
fucking
cube.
salt cube? Like this is
Am I a deer?
when you eat this, you are 100%. Yeah.
Not top. I'll just say top 20 because first off, Buzzfeed, top 19 is stupid as shit. Pick another sauce and make it a top 20. Give it a nice even number. No, not in my top 20.
Yeah, no, not even close.
No.
I disregard Panda Express almost entirely, especially your teriyaki
Oh, I
sauce.
like it when I'm being a bad boy. I like it.
You like spank your ass
when I'm
and
just
get some
being a
cat-
trashy bad boy, and there's no way I'm getting Panda Express and bringing it home. I'm eating that shit in my car because it's just like you're being filthy.
Like a
you're being,
sad
I'm
panda.
ashamed, and I'm eating it in my car, and I'm getting the chicken teriyaki if I think I'm being healthy. But let's be honest, I'm probably getting the orange chicken with the fried rice,
Of course.
and an egg roll, and
Yeah.
just housing it in my car.
and that duck sauce, which is
Yeah.
better than the teriyaki sauce.
that's true too.
How about Buffalo Wild Wing? You know what? Fuck this. There's like 8 different ranches here, so I'm going to kind of link them all together.
No. I mean, no. Go with the Buffalo Wild
Okay.
Wings because I do have a sauce that would make it for
Okay.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings Southwestern Ranch, which is trash.
So for everything coming up, fuck ranch. No ranch.
no
is making
ranch.
my top 20.
No ranch. It's blue cheese or go fuck your mother.
Yes.
Thank you, Uncle Joey Diaz.
Joey Diaz, baby.
Uncle Coco. It's blue cheese or go fuck your mother.
But Buffalo Wild Wings Mango Habanero does have a place, maybe in my top 20.
Oh yeah, that's up there, dude.
I hate to give that to a chain wing place, but we are going chain. Like, I'd probably find 20 local sauces that I'd throw
They're
on this,
awesome.
but we're going national-ish regional brands. Yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings for a national chain. Mango Habanero, man.
Best wing sauce in Pittsburgh, chain wise, is Mean Joe Green.
Yeah, I mean, for a local
Yeah.
chain. I think they're just local, right?
But the best.
Backstreet,
oh yeah, it's just
why
Southwestern
did I say
Pennsylvania.
Big Shot Bob's.
Big Shop Bob's.
I want to say Big Street Bob's. It's like, that's not right.
We rebranded it. It's Big Street Bob's now.
Backstreet Boys.
I want it that
Yeah,
way.
Mean Joe Green from Big Shot Bob's is like
Yeah.
strong for a big chain here. Of course, my personal
It's
favorite
so
one-off
good.
is Insurrection, man.
Yeah,
they
I
make
was-
their own wing sauces, custom every week. Ugh.
That Insurrection's
And they cook their wings to perfection.
absolute snappers.
God, I'm hungry now. Fuck you, Matt. Every time we do
I know.
Peek behind the curtain. We're filming this on a Saturday morning. Every time we do a Saturday morning, you make me hungry.
Yeah, that's why I always pick these.
Oh my god.
Because when you're hungry, you're angry. When you're angry, we get ratings.
Yeah, bring ranch up again. Fuck.
How about A&W Buffalo sauce?
No, A&W sucks.
No one ever eats there.
No, I go in for the draft root beer and then I get the fuck out. There was one.
You guys make hamburgers. I didn't even know.
Was it in Waynesburg? There was an AEW Long John Silver's?
Yeah.
When we were there?
The combo.
So I would get the chicken strips from Long John Silver's and then get the AEW root beer.
Well, because they also had the root beer floats at all times, which were boss.
And their ice cream machine worked McDonald's.
Yeah, all the time. What about Wingstop Ranch?
Fat
Ranch
Ridge.
Gone.
You missed
Oh,
one.
spicy ketchup from Whataburger also
No,
gone.
that might make mine. It's really good.
Fucking hate it.
I thought it was pretty good.
Nah, man, no way.
It was just like a nice twist on a classic.
Surprisingly enough, Wendy's had a cracked pepper ketchup that is so much better.
Cracked pepper ketchup was good. I had it
Really
on like some fucking crazy egg rolls in Philly, and it was so good.
They're knockout. It's such
You're right. That's
great
better.
combo. Great combo.
It's out.
And then Wingstop Ranch, gone. Papa John's special garlic sauce. This is a top 10 for me. This is a top 10 because this shit, let me tell you,
So we're going national chains. It probably cracks my top 20.
do you know my fat kid move for this, by the way?
You just drink them.
Well, yes.
You put it in a glass of milk.
Oh, yeah.
Chug it
yeah.
before it curdles.
No, dude, what I do is I'll order extra and then I'll make mac and cheese. And I put it in the mac
You
and cheese.
dirty fuck.
I do,
That sounds
right?
good.
Oh,
That
it's
sounds
so good, yeah.
I thought you were going to say I use it to lotion my body.
Oh, I would. I would if I wouldn't break out in acne. I think that thing's made with only brominated oil.
Pretty sure you're right.
It's like Mountain Dew and this garlic dipping sauce is made with the same ingredients.
That's definitely by far the best one on the list.
Yo, for sure.
Thus far.
Thus far. How about Wetzel's Pretzels jalapeno cheese sauce? It's not bad.
I don't know if I've ever had a Wetzel's Pretzels, but I do like jalapeno and cheese sauce from other soft pretzel places.
I would say this one's good. I think it's better than Auntie Anne's.
I would assume it's kind of like stadium nacho cheese because
a little elevated.
like hockey game nacho cheese usually has a little bit of that spice to it.
It's spicier than the nacho cheese at the PBG Paints Arena.
All right, that might crack top 20 for me then.
I'm saying it's up there for
You
me.
can put cheese sauce on a lot of shit.
You can, yeah. Also, fat kid move. I'll take that sauce and also put it in my mac and chees.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
With the garlic sauce.
Oh yeah.
Just double down.
Yeah.
All right, so we have 2 so far, right?
Yeah,
That are making
two
it?
so far that I'm not going to agree with. This one's debatable. Pizza Hut marinara sauce. Pump the brakes on your disapproval.
No, I'm
Because-
thinking chains
Now, hear me out. The retro recipe.
was better.
So if we went.
You're also
like-
tapping into my nostalgia.
It's
I'm book it.
1990s?
I'm doing the book it.
Right? Yeah. That's the only reason why I would read books. I got the marinara sauce. I didn't want to learn how to read. I wanted to eat.
I think it's even nowadays. I think it's a little sweeter, but it's still in like the top chain for me. Like,
Yeah.
beats Domino's, beats Little Caesars.
Oh, yeah. Who?
What else is on?
Who?
Papa John's. I'm pretty good with Papa John's.
Pizza, go fuck yourself.
Papa John's is pretty good. Fox's is pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't even know how national is. Fox's regional.
No, it's national.
Is it national?
Yeah. I used to work there.
I don't know. Pizza Hut's pretty strong. It might make it. It might just be like top 30 though.
How about Popeye's blackened ranch sauce?
It's ranch. Fuck off.
Fuck off. How about
Popeyes does have some good other sauces.
They
though.
do, yeah.
I just try different stuff every time I'm there.
Oh yeah. Anything they have that has Zatarans in it, I'm fucking eating it. How about Carl's Jr. Sweet and Bold barbecue sauce? If you say you like this, I'm gonna revoke your fat dude card because Carl's Jr. is trash.
Yes. they are.
Trash.
I got them confused with Checkers for a second. Checkers fucking rocks.
Checkers is dope.
Carl's Jr.
Yeah.
does. Because that's just Hardee's, right?
Yeah, that's all.
It's
It is.
just, that's diarrhea.
They're trying to trick you.
That's diarrhea on a bun.
They're tricking you. Burger King buffalo sauce.
No.
Yeah.
Nothing at Burger King is good.
No, never. This one doesn't even count. I don't think. Chipotle queso.
It's not. I mean, it's a queso and it's still not in my top 20. Fucking Moe's queso is the
Dude,
fucking shit.
yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
What? Chipotle? BuzzFeed, you're just fucking with us at this point.
I think
Chipotle, in all honesty, Chipotle queso is the worst queso.
it's terrible.
It's the worst I've ever had. It's flavorless. Sometimes it's tinny. I don't know how they get that.
How do you do that?
They get that Nichols taste, like some old Coors Light.
It's like a fucking handled change.
yeah.
Dude, I think BuzzFeed is just like basic
They're
white
trolling.
bitches in large brim
No,
hats.
I think they're trolling middle-aged fat guys.
No,
And it's-
they're succeeding.
and it's working.
Working. How about Wendy's creamy sriracha sauce?
That's not bad.
I did enjoy that.
No,
I don't know
put
how.
on some spicy nugs. That might be the best thing they got as a dipping sauce right now. I don't know. What
I
else
don't know,
use.
man.
I don't like their hot honey.
No,
It's too sweet.
their honey barbecue sauce is one of my
I don't know the
favorites
last time I've had that.
because it's balanced really well. I like that one. a lot.
Their straight up buffalo is pretty good. It's got a good kick too.
Yeah, I enjoy that.
I don't know, creamy sriracha. That probably makes my top 20.
How about Taco Bell mild taco sauce?
BuzzFeed, go to hell.
Volcano sauce or go fuck your mother.
And literally every other sauce at Taco Bell is better. Even medium, which
yeah.
sucks, is better. But I'm like Diablo sauce, fire
Oh, yeah.
sauce, Volcano when it was around. Because that was like queso mixed with
So good.
Diablo,
yeah.
basically. Damn, was that
Amazing.
stuff good. Get the hell out of here. Even the fucking shitty ranch sauce they put on the chalupas is better than the mild
I
taco
like
sauce.
that.
It's way better than the mild
that's good
taco
stuff,
sauce.
yeah.
Mild taco sauce is just a waste of my time. It's just messing. I'm eating it in the car. It's getting on my pants for no good reason.
Yeah.
I'm not even enjoying it.
It's flavorless.
Ugh. I do eat a lot of these things in my car.
I'm realizing that.
Yeah. Shame.
Are you sad?
Self-shame myself.
How about Raising Cane's cane sauce?
That's in my top 20.
Yeah, that's a good one.
For sure, yeah.
I do enjoy that. Raising Cane's isn't super big in Pennsylvania, but when you get a little south, they're pretty prevalent.
Pretty prevalent. I think even out in like Columbus-ish, Ohio, you
Oh, yeah?
start hitting them. Yeah.
Nice.
Definitely Cincinnati.
Whenever I start driving down to, when I go on vacation to the Carolinas or down to Florida, I always run into one, and I'll stop in and grab something. Little chicken tenders with some of that.
Yes.
Banger.
Very solid.
Let's go to another one that's gonna just get tossed right the fuck out. Jack in the Box buttermilk house sauce.
And you're back on the shit list, BuzzFeed. Fuck off.
See you later.
Fuck ranch.
That's a fancy fucking way of saying ranch.
Yeah.
Buttermilk house sauce.
I don't know. I'd probably rather like the Popeyes blackened ranch sauce. It's probably better than that. Jack in the Box sucks too.
Yeah.
Dollar
terrible.
tacos, they should be 50 cents. They suck.
Give you diarrhea.
Most of the stuff on the list does, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll say like you get the dollar taco from Jack in the Box, and it's like you're like that's when you go there. You're like, I've been constipated for 2 days. How do I get this to move? And you're like, oh, I know, Jack in the Box.
I could take Dukalax, but a box of that costs $15. I can get two $1 tacos and be in and out.
Just call it Jack in the Box right now. How about Chick-fil-A's Polynesian sauce?
Might make my top 20. The Chick-fil-A sauce definitely superior.
Boom boom. Boom boom sauce, baby. When they had the old boom boom sauce.
I don't know if I ever had the boom boom sauce there.
Shit, son.
Sheets has a boom boom sauce.
They do, and it's actually pretty good.
Makes me go boom boom. That is good.
It does.
Maybe, but I'd switch it to the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A sauce is where it's at. They had a nice horseradish sauce too there
did,
for a minute,
for a
which
while.
was really
Yeah,
good.
their horseradish was
Enjoyed
pretty good.
that.
Not as good as the Arby's. That's the only thing keeping Arby's in business, I think, is the
Horsey sauce.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Which isn't on the list. Spoiler alert, we got one left, and it ain't that.
and it should be because
Fuck.
for me, it's that, and they have a cranberry dipping sauce thing.
Yes.
And
I think
use,
that's seasonal.
oh my
But
god,
that was good. I've had that.
I
before.
get that with the jalapeno poppers
We're
to
gonna
the
take a break.
to the face. Coming in at number one.
Gonna have to hit a couple drive-throughs. I'll be right back.
Coming in at number one, and I don't know how this even happened. McDonald's tangy barbecue sauce.
BuzzFeed, you're fucking fired.
You done.
Because even if you're gonna go McDonald's in the number one slot on a list, it's the Big Mac sauce, right?
That super tangy Thousand Island
Yeah.
Russian.
That sucks. I hate it. I hate everything McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
None of it would make my list. But it's totally a fee. It's totally a troll job if that's your number one.
That's your number one.
Ugh.
It's.
Get me better sauces, Matt.
I think what we should do is we should go out there
And make a top 20.
and
Or
make our
find
own
a better top 20.
Let's make our own top 20.
All
All right. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna find real thick dude top 20, and we're gonna.
It's going to be a lot of cheese-based sauces.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of heart palpitations.
A lot of spicy, a lot of salty, a lot of cheese.
Do you have an AED machine anywhere so you could?
Yeah. I got one in the back by the fire extinguisher.
Thank God, because we're gonna need it. It's like this is my 8th cheese dipping sauce.
I mean, literally, the torture sauce you made out of the Last Dab sauce
Really good.
is better than
Yeah.
80% of these. Like,
You know
honestly.
what? I actually just made that again. I made the popcorn the other day because I was hungry
was
for
good.
it for some reason.
I really enjoyed it because you mixed it with Frank's, right? Or
mixed it with-
sriracha.
I mixed it with Frank's and sriracha.
It was fucking beautiful.
And then I popped the popcorn with it, and I had little red pepper flakes in the popcorn before I popped it.
You brought it back when we were at a 3 mic show. You brought it with chicken nuggets one time.
Yeah.
And that was so good.
I made hand battered honey beer tenders.
Chicky tendies. Yeah. That was good.
And our third mic ate them directly into the microphone.
Yeah.
That was cool. So anyway, BuzzFeed, get better. Oh, BuzzFeed, be better. Be
Yeah.
better.
Or go away. Just go away,
If
actually.
you just went away, that'd be cool too.
Just go away.
How many Taylor
like
Swift
Ace Steel.
memes can you just make and be relevant?
I mean, a lot for me.
Well, I found BuzzFeed's audience.
No, just that part of me. Just that
Just
12-year-old
that-
girl part of me.
Yeah. T-Swizzle. So, Adam, we're moving into your favorite portion of every episode when we can do it.
Questions
When
from
we can
the
do-
internet.
Questions from the internet.
When we didn't quite fill out our hour and 20 minutes or whatever.
Wherever we're trying to be in this whole fucking thing, right?
It still is my favorite segment, even though it gets cut half the time.
It is the most cuttable portion of our show. So, Adam, you have to pick a horror villain to fight against. Who would it be and why?
I'm coming off all of this anger from the BuzzFeed article, and I'm just gonna pick on a weak ass character. It's gonna be the Leprechaun.
Yeah.
From the Leprechaun franchise. Yeah.
Well, you don't want like a challenge?
No, I don't think I can survive much. You saw that arm wrestling match. I can't do much.
I thought you did a good job.
more.
I thought you did a really good job.
I mean, I lost.
Yeah, but valiantly.
I'm left-handed too. I'm
Yeah.
making excuses now, but
Yeah, well-
Ben's also very fucking strong.
He is.
Yeah, I know. That's the one I can beat.
Leprechaun.
And I also hate him. I hate those movies.
Oh, yeah, they're terrible.
He couldn't kill Jennifer Aniston, so I definitely
That's a miss.
will survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could beat him up. What about you?
I would take on someone a little more fun. I think I would like to take on Mr. Victor Crowley from the Hatchet series.
Nice knowing you, buddy.
I want to lock horns with that animal. I want to see what I can do. Die, probably.
Die. Yeah. Because
But-
even if you like get a one up on him, he's like got voodoo magic.
Oh, he's
and
infinite.
We'll just come back
yeah.
to life. Yeah.
Also, I just got to make sure I do cocaine before I start the fight.
Because he's just what, like an embodied spirit.
Yeah, that's all he is. Yeah. Whenever you awaken him with a YouTube video.
Yeah, I'm going defeatable. I'm going with people with physical differences.
Oh, you know who I want to fight? Never mind. Scratch that. Ratman.
I think you might have a chance there.
I could take him.
Yeah.
Or I get possessed, and I could be part of a really cool cult.
Yeah, I mean,
He doesn't kill you.
Matt, that's what we call in the industry a win-win.
Yeah. There we go. I changed my answer. Hey, Adam, what's
Yeah.
bugging you this week?
It's been bugging me for about 2 years now.
Yeah.
Everybody that's on the let's go fucking thing. Every time I hear let's go, I want to fucking stab my temple with a knife.
Yeah.
Can't stand it.
Like they just do something very simple.
Yeah.
And then-
Let's go.
It's,
Fuck off.
I mean, it started in sports where it made more of a relevant, like,
But like, let's go Penguins makes a lot of fucking
I made
sense.
a beer pong shot.
Let's-
Let's go.
Even that sucks. It's
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
I got a kill in fucking Call of Duty. Let's go.
Well, what do you
I shotgunned a beer. Let's go.
put in place of it?
Just shut the fuck up. Nobody needs to know where you're going.
How about hooray?
Just high five, fucking fist bump. You know.
Yeah, like Goro, you fist.
Yeah.
You fist.
Way to go.
Fist
Just fisting
them.
everywhere.
Fisting everybody, yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't know. It's just fucking it. Just and everybody says it. Just say something different. I don't care what it is. Just something different. God, I'm so heated about it now that I brought it
I
up.
realized that.
It's just the worst people in the world.
I feel like mine's so
I feel like I'm
insignificant.
losing friends by the moment.
I feel like mine's so insignificant compared to yours.
Let's go. Yeah, I just fucking took out everybody that has a TikTok.
Yeah, that was a song by Little John. Let's go.
He's the last guy that can say it.
Yeah.
He was fine saying
That
it.
was
I like
it.
that song.
Yeah, him and Busta
The
Rhymes.
rest of you copied him.
Him and Busta Rhymes. I think that those are the last two I could really tolerate.
Was it a
singing.
collab or they each had a song called Let's Go?
No, remember that? So Busta Rhymes did that. It was a song he had where he was like, "Let's go," and he started going, he started rapping real fast. I didn't know
love
that.
him. I love him.
Loved it. I can't say a goddamn other word other than "Let's go," so that's why I want to tolerate it from him. Mine's very pedestrian.
Let's go jump off a bridge.
Don't entice me with a good time, sir. Anytime I go to a tap room, it's happened to me recently. I go to a tap room and they hand me the list, and then I make the selection. They go, "We're out of that." And I'm like, "Okay." And they go, and I'm like, "What about this one? We're out of that. What about this one? Oh, we're out of that too." Then change the fucking list. Change the list. It's not accurate.
I'm gonna guess this happened to you a lot on vacation.
Yes.
Because I don't have that problem here in
Yes.
in Western PA. Nor did I have it in Eastern PA.
I go to these places and they have, look, and I always search for the thing I really like. I want to try something. I go, oh my, it happened. There was a Czech dark lager.
The problem is you're basic and everybody else already tried it before.
Oh, that's not nice. Are you calling me BuzzFeed?
No, you're not. No, you're
Not
nowhere
that
near
bad.
that basic.
No, like I went. There was a place down in the Carolinas. Bless their hearts, as they say down south. It means "fuck you" in Southern.
Yeah.
And they had Czech dark lager, which I'll beat that drum till it
It's one of
dies.
their favorites, yeah.
And I was like, "Can I have that?" Oh, we just ran out of that. Okay, well, I see this double West Coast that you have. We're out of that, ma'am. If you could tell me what you do have, and then she proceeded to tell me a bunch of like Michelob Ultralight, Bud Light. Looked right at my wife, made eye contact, didn't say a goddamn word. She knew what was up.
We out.
She packed up her stuff. We were gone.
So I've seen a lot of different ways to handle that. Sometimes you'll get handed the menu.
Violence.
No, here in Pittsburgh, at these fine breweries we have here in tap rooms, they'll hand it to you and say, "Oh, by the way, we're out of blank and blank."
Yeah.
Right off the
They
bat.
tell you off the rip. They don't make you sit there and go, "Oh, I desperately want this."
Or if it's a paper menu, they just print out every day. They just
Cross
Sharpie it
it
out.
out, yeah.
Or I've even seen like a stamp that just says "kicked," which
which is cool.
my favorite.
I like that. Yeah.
But yeah, that's.
Or at the good old couch, R.I.P. They would just they had the big chalkboard
just
and they would
erase
just
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of ways to handle it. It doesn't irk me. If I ordered 3 different things and they were all out, I'd be like, "What the fuck's going on here?"
Yeah. I thought I actually said, I was like, "Am I getting punked?"
Yeah.
Or is asking Kutcher?
Especially with
Show
a
me your
Czech,
trucker hat, bitch.
especially with a Czech dark lager. Like you would think that'd be hanging around right now,
Nah, man. Apparently down in the Carolinas, people clear those out.
crushing it.
Yeah. Well, that's because they're good. They're delicious. Adam, you have to pick one or the other. There are no substitutes. A, ska music never existed, but neither did Black Sabbath. B, you can bring back one dead musician, but you have to sacrifice one of your core memories.
Just core memory. Like, does it have to be a good memory?
Like a defining memory.
Okay, I can do that. I'll do that one.
Okay.
What musician do I bring back though? Because I despise ska music, but I can just.
You love Black Sabbath.
I've ignored it, and I really like Black Sabbath.
Yeah. So what musician do you bring back, and what's the core memory you're
Well,
gonna
that
do
was
though?
Ozzy's, dude. That wasn't really Sabbath. I'll bring back Randy Rhoads though.
Okay. All right.
'Cause Zach Wild's annoying.
So to bring
Well, he's
him
not
back,
with them anymore.
what core memory are you going to get rid of?
High school, all 4 years.
Oh, just the whole thing.
I probably didn't learn that much. Can I keep what I learned and just like lose?
Well, yeah, I think you'd have to.
Everybody.
Really. I mean, like, oh, yeah,
Can I
like
just lose the people?
you remember everything from bell to bell, and everything after that, you just like wipe it out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because you met me in college. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'll go. Yeah.
College was fucking awesome.
College was dope. I really enjoyed it.
High school. Jesus.
Yeah, high school was terrible.
Woo, high school.
Oh my god. I would definitely do the same thing. Bring back a dead musician and then sacrifice one of my core memories. One of my core memories that I remember is when I shit my pants on the way to an interview. On the way to the interview, really important.
That was definitely in college.
Yep.
Sounds like you partied.
Yep. At your place.
Yep.
How many cases of Yingling do you drink before the night before an interview?
If you don't drink at least 2, you're not trying.
Exactly. I had 3. So then I decisively shit my pants on the way. So I'll gladly sacrifice that to bring back Tom Morello because
He's not dead.
he's dead to me. Did you see those fucking ticket prices for Rage Against the Machine? Jesus
Pick
Christ.
an actual dead one.
Oh, not just dead to me?
Yeah, not just dead to you.
Fuck.
Because there's plenty that are dead to me that I would like to just
Yeah.
rewind back to the 90s.
Yeah, I think Joey Jordanson. I bring back
Ooh,
Joey.
That's a good one.
I bring back
I might
Joey.
switch mine.
Yeah, because he was like integral part
That
of
one
several
hurt.
bands I really liked.
Dimebag hurt a lot too. But
Yeah,
then Phil would still be making money, and I don't really like him.
Yeah, they already have their return tour, and it's going to be really annoying. But
Yes, it is. Yeah. Phil and Zach Wild on stage together. Woo!
what's on tap, and where can you find us?
Fuck.
Oh, man!
On tap right now, we have the Jojitorium West Coast IPA coming in at 8.2%. We have the South of Heffen, the award-winning South of Heffen from North Hills Brewfest. Thanks, everybody, again, for coming out. We have that on tap. And in the number 3 slot, we have the Pineapple Jalapeno IPA, the Retired Double Agent.
Keep feathering it, brother.
Yeah. And then, like we said at the top of the show, Brewing Up a Cure, October 8th. Be there. We are brewing up Shat-Faced Pumpkin Roll Imperial Stout, coming in at 8%. It's hitting the kegs this week. And then we have a new English Dark Mild recipe we tried that should come in under 4%.
Oh,
Our
my
lightest
goodness.
beer ever.
Super crushable.
But taking two dark beers to
That's
bring
really
up a
cool.
cure, just
Yeah.
on completely opposite sides of the spectrum.
And don't sleep on that Imperial, because that's award winning.
Oh, that's a killer too. Yeah. But to try something new, going light,
Yeah.
but keeping it flavorful for sure.
Love it. I can't. Getting into new exciting stuff here. And if you want to know what those things are, you can follow Adam at @bash_brew on all social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. He's also on Untapped. Don't forget to get your tickets for Brewing Up a Cure on October 8th, 2022. Those tickets are still available right now, and that's for VIP, general, and designated drivers. You want to go with the boys down here at Jojitorium? We're at Decay and WTB on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Don't forget about our YouTube. We are trying to get to 100 followers and subscribers by the end of 2022, and you can help us out with that. Thank you for everyone who subscribed already. And thank you again to everyone who voted for us for Best in Pittsburgh. I am getting leaks that we've actually done pretty well in that. So that's kind of cool.
I keep checking for results. I don't know when they come. When do they come
September
out?
28th, and we'll know. Yeah. But I've gotten some leaks that we've done okay.
Thank you all, regardless of what, because you already put us in the top 10.
Which is cool. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And just to add something else in there that I completely forgot about, the Make Peace Not War Cream Ale is almost gone. There's like 10 bottles left. All unclaimed.
Yeah.
So hit me up this week if you want them, though.
And you can support the Ukraine.
And we want to get that money out to the Ukraine here before October.
Absolutely.
So
Awesome.
get on board. It's the newest version of it. It did really well at the Brewers in PA invitation.
It's delicious.
It's really good.
Not even saying that as a homer.
It's not even on tap anymore. We are out of it except for those last 10 bottles.
So come get them.
Yeah, please.
So on this beautiful Sunday morning when you listen to us, as you should, or Monday when you're watching us, which you could, if you follow us and subscribe to us. Until next time, cheers. Ever. I just want to know if any of these fuckers. That won an Emmy, by the way. Do you know that?
Good.
That show won an Emmy.
Should.
What the fuck are we doing with our lives?
We could do that.